2 today, and it's a story time about my locks. Well, I don't know if it's a story time, more of a cautionary tale about locks. Well, mine particularly. So I kind of filmed this in one of my updates that never got posted because I didn't like it. It was maybe my 3-month or 2-month or 4-month or 6-month update. I don't remember. 6-month update, I think is what it was. So this happened over a year ago, right? Yeah, it's been over a year. When my signature style was parting, doing my side part, which will forever be my signature style, and then pinning this side up, whether it was just up here or I would roll back and pin up, or I just, would put a bobby pin this side up or this side. Sometimes, yes, I did do this side a couple of times, or I rolled this all the way to this side. So anyway, I popped my locks. Yes. So be careful with bobby pins because they will pop your locks, especially if you're ignorant like me and didn't pay attention to how you were putting the bobby pin into your scalp. So I'm going to show you what happened, and then I'll show you how it looks today after a year of repair. I think eventually I'll just end up cutting that part off when it gets longer, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. So anyway, like I said, get out. Come here. Okay. So these things, right? God's greatest gift to natural hair beauties. These things, these wonderful, beautiful things that we call bobby pins, they can be the death of your locks. So I'm warning you now. Be careful. Pay attention when you're using these. So I have 2 or 3 locks on this side that were affected, and I think 2 on this side that were affected. Well, let me tell you what happened. So, I was a fly girl, cutie, pinning up my lock, rolling this, putting the bobby pin, and jamming it in there, okay? I thought my biggest problem that I had to worry about was my edges getting thinner. No. I had to worry about where I was sticking this thing. This beautiful, beautiful, amazing invention. Now I have to find them because I don't quite know exactly which ones they are. So anyway, what happened was, after sticking the bobby pin in for like over and over and over again, literally in the same spot, I had locks that split. Like here, it cut my hair from my lock. Like maybe half of it, maybe more. Cut my hair from my lock. So I had a spot that had just hair, a patch of hair. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I look at the locks around it, and it's like a patch of hair in the middle, and then all the surrounding locks, maybe 2 or 3 locks, were like this, like super thin. And I was like, did this come out of these locks? Did this hair cut out of these locks? And that's exactly what happened. So let me find them for you. Okay, so this is one of them. As you can see, there should be another one here somewhere. And how I locate them is by feeling them and where they were rejoined. These are the 2 that were affected by my stupidity and the greatest invention to natural hair. Okay, these 2. You might not be able to tell. I think I'm shooting in 4K, but it's still like crazy hard to see. If you look right here and right here, they're very thin. That is where the lock separated. not separated. That is where the lock broke. Okay. Like, let's say this would be the lock, right? The bobby pin, I'm assuming like cut in between and then basically like broke some of the hair out of the lock. And then I was just left with this half of it with the lock attached. So that's what happened here. I was left with one part of the lock attached, one part of it. Where's the other one? Yep. So for weeks, I didn't know what to do. For months, I didn't know what to do because each time I try to twist it, you know, I wait for it to get a little long and then the hair at the bottom, at the root. I wait for it to get a little bit long because like I said, it was only like this much of hair. I don't know if I said that already, but it was only like this much of hair. When it got a little long, I started twisting it. I parted it into two sections and I twisted one section into one of the locks and one section to the other. It would always come out. It would not stay. It wouldn't stay in the lock. So I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? So what I ended up doing was braiding it into the lock. Braided it into the lock, it would still come out. Wouldn't stay no matter what I did. Okay. So what I decided to do was, I think I could have crocheted, but I didn't think of that. My nose is itchy. Sorry. I didn't think of that. But what I ended up doing was, see, this one is kind of jacked because, and it has that bump because this is all the times that I tried to reunite the pieces of hair and it just wouldn't take. So then it got long enough for me to finally braid it. And then after I braided it, I twisted it in the middle. No, I started with, what'd I do? A braid at the bottom and then a twist at the top and then a braid at the very end. That's what I did. And that's how it stayed. But the very end kept coming out and I would just twist it around again, twist it around again, twist it around again. And then eventually it just formed this ball right here. Now, I'm probably going to end up cutting this off when the hair gets longer. We'll see. Or I'll leave it because it's part of my growth. It's part of my journey. As long as it stays intact, I will probably leave it alone. The other one, same thing. This side was probably worse. Maybe. Ooh, ouch. Is this one of them? No. This side was worse because it was smaller locks that were affected. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, it was only one lock on this side. I wish I could find it. Actually, I think it was too. See, when I retighten my roots, I've been cleaning up along the shaft like this. However, then I end up with these flat locks, which I don't like. I like my volume. So I think I'm going to leave the frizz next time. Although I kind of just cleaned up that frizz. So anyway, I'm trying to find the lock on this side. I can't find it. It's a smaller one, like a thinner one. I think, yeah, it's this one and another one. Or did it fatten up? I think it might be these two. See, the thing about locks, the frizz kind of kills any, oh wait, is it this one? No, it's not. All right, I can't find those on that side, but you get the story. So basically, be warned. Beware of bobby pins in your locks. Be careful where you're sticking those things. Make sure when you are using bobby pins that you're paying attention to exactly how you place them and how you remove them. Because you do not want popped locks. They look crazy. For a while, actually, until, you know, everything else thickens up and then it kind of just blends into life. But for a while, they look crazy. Like my sister looked at this and she goes, "Oh my God, your lock is hanging on for dear life." But in reality, it's really not. Yes, it's thin over here, but it's solid. It's not going anywhere, I don't think. If it is, then I'll cut it, which I don't care about. But you know, be careful. Beware of bobby pins. Make sure you're very careful when using these amazing tools of life. Okay, now that I'm done being super extra friggin' dramatic, that's all I have for you today. If you have experience with this, let me know how you repaired your lock, if you did, or if you just let it go and let them do what they want. I thought about doing that. I was like, F it, whatever. This is what happened. And, you know, I'm not mad. It's just a few locks. And my hair is still gorgeous, which I feel like it will always be. And loving life. So I thought about putting in, not extensions, but like put it in synthetic hair to fill in these thin parts, but I'm not gonna do that because I like saying that this is all mine. This is all my her. I love that. You know what? I may end up cleaning up along the locks because I do like when they're nice and clean, but you know, I have to wait for my frizz to come back. And it typically comes back after a few weeks. Like when I do my retwist and I clean up along the shaft like this, I'll probably get my frizz back after the first or second wash. But I like cleaning it up because it shows my length. So you know what? I am gonna clean it up. So maybe I'll film it tomorrow when I do my retwist. Today I have a lot of cleaning to do. As you can see, my room is a hot mess. I'm not gonna show you the whole messy room, but it's a hot mess and it needs to be cleaned. My kitchen needs to be cleaned because my husband was, let's just say he was in there yesterday. So, yeah, so that's my story. That's my cautionary tale regarding bobby pins and locks. Beware, be careful, good luck. Let me know if you need a soldier for the battle. Bye.